I'm Sagar Sapre and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode of interview series, I had a conversation with Aman Verma who got placed in Microsoft, and in this video he talks about his whole journey, how he got this opportunity. If you are looking to get into big tech companies, watch till the end.
So, hey Manvia, thank you for joining with me. And how are you doing there?
Okay, so I'm good, enjoying the weekend and Diwali preparations.
So, how is life at Microsoft, and how is you? Are you enjoying the work culture there?
Yes, actually we are not like a corporate, but we are more like a family,
Yes,
and that's how it's the best workplace to work.
great. That's great.
Like they
So,
are amazing. Actually, we are amazing.
yes. So, was it like अगर आपका means एक college life से एकदम से switch corporate life में, so how is your work life balance there?
Uh, it's not like it's not a type of switch like where you switch from zero to one, right?
Yes,
It's a kind of a transition, right? And uh, till I complete first year in the company, I'll be a fresher, right? So
yes.
I'll be treated like a fresher. I'll be treated like a college student. So that's how things work. It's not like zero to one, like an instant change, and you are forced to do things. It's nothing like that. They treat you like babies.
Like all open.
Yes.
That's great. So, first question when it comes to the college students would be how you started learning programming languages or data structures, algorithms, and like in which
Okay.
semester you started.
Okay. Actually, I am doing programming from my 10th class,
Yes,
being an ISC student. Okay, so I love programming from then because I also scored 100 in 12th class in computer science.
that's great.
So that's how I am obsessed with programming. So it's not like I started learning in the semesters, but it was like I was quite confident from my school time that I will be able to do programming, and I also like programming. That's why I went into this in the programming world. So from the point of view of 10th and 12th class, I was good logically and syntactically, but when I came to the college, I focused more on, like, from my third semester, I focused more on the websites like HackerEarth or CodeChef or LeetCode, and I focused more on
Okay.
data structures and algorithms. So that's where I started. And like, if you want to start programming, then start from that school level, that the programs of series,
Yes.
patterns, numbers. So that's how we start. That's how our logic builds up.
So let's
So
start, means
mhm,
start from the basics, very basics.
yes, correct.
So, like, I've always heard about you being very active in the competitive programming. And
Yes.
so, how important is competitive programming according to you, and how it helped you in your college times?
Okay. So let's not take competitive programming as a tool to study, and let's take it as a sport, right? And one of the best thing about competitive programming is it's not about if you are a CS student or if you are from any other branch or if you are not even an engineering student. But if you do competitive programming, na, then competitive programming teaches you like think, how to and how to solve a problem, and that's the beauty of it. And that's how it will help in your projects, in your real life, and like it helps a lot. It trains your brain to think in such a way when you where you solve a problem by dividing the problem or by thinking it from different aspects. So that's how competitive programming is very important for your brain to get sharp, right? And moreover, like, it's also important for companies. Like, companies look for the people who are good in programming, because it is the proof that you are sharp and you are logically good. So that's how it can also be a kind of flex for you. Like, you can tell people like you do competitive programming, and it's not that easy. It shows your consistency, it shows your hard work, and it obviously shows your logical ability.
Yeah, that's great. So when I entered college, means before entering college, I heard your team like
Mhm.
giving max to max, going to different cities and giving the hackathons and all. So how did that go?
Okay, so hackathons. Hackathons are the best part of engineering life. You go to a place, you meet different people from different experience. Like you can also meet a guy who have 40 years of experience, who have 20 years of experience, like people who are working in administrations of the city, IS officers and politicians and smart cities officers. And like you meet big people and you share experiences with them. They suggest you something for their project, and the best part is you go with your friends for like 2 or 3 days away from your city, and you enjoy it. You explore the city, and you like you live in a different city and you enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
So that's the best part of hackathons, and it also increases your problem solving ability and all.
So it means you have been into so many hackathons. You've been
Yes,
there. You've handled the pressure of those competitors surrounding you and solving the same questions. So
yes.
how you handled those pressures?
uh, it's more of a fun. Like hackathons are not just like coding and solving the problems. We have fun activities, we have dinners, we have some DJs kind of things too. Okay, so hackathons are not just kind of you just sit in the table and do coding and all. So there are many stress busters there, and it's not about pressure. Right? You have to present your idea, and you have to solve the problem. That's it. You should not looking into the table of your table that is beside you and trying
Yes,
to compare your idea with them. Every idea is unique in its own way,
yes,
right? So
definitely.
it's yeah, it's there is competition, but hackathons are something where you should not go to win, you should go to learn, right?
Yes,
So that's how we learn and we grow, right?
definitely.
Keep that attitude.
Yes,
Wherever you go to learn.
definitely. It means more of a learning competition, not of a competing one.
Yes, obviously it is a competition,
Competition.
but it's very tough to win there, right?
Yes.
So take it as a learning.
So mainly, there's a very myth about being a higher CGPA to get into big companies. So is it true or not?
It's not true up to that extent because your ultimate goal is to get placement, right?
Yes, definitely.
So like if you are a 7.5 and if you are a 9 if you are a 9 pointer, then you both are equal to a company.
Okay.
Like they put some criteria, but it's mostly 7 or 7.5. So 7.5 or 8 is a good amount, good CGPA. You don't need to score 9.5 on something. It's not worth it.
And according to you, is competitive programming really necessary for the student? Like a student want to go into only development. So is it good for him or he has to do competitive programming for these big tech companies?
Okay, so competitive programming. Okay, so there is a difference between data structures and algorithms and competitive
Yeah.
programming. Okay. So competitive programming is a kind of sport where you go to the competitions and you practice continuously and just you do it for your fun. Okay,
Yes.
though it's a big proof of your ability, but you do it for a kind of your fun. But in the interviews, it's more specific to data structures and algorithms.
Yes. So,
So
means
yes.
according to you, if you have to suggest some platforms to prepare for competitive coding, so what would be?
Prepare, it's not like we prepare for competitive coding. It's
Yeah,
like
means
we start small
yeah.
and then we just evolve by practicing and doing competitions. But I would suggest like first make your data structures and algorithms strong, and you can do it from Geeks for Geeks or Lead Code if you want to do it practically. If you want to go YouTube, there are many channels. Okay. And after that, you start solving small and easy problems from Code Chef and Code Forces.
Definitely, it's great. And what about when you like in your college times, uh, when you come into third year or last final year, it's
Mhm.
like internship year. We can call it as internship years when you apply different internships. So, how you applied to the Microsoft because you were an intern before?
Okay. So there is a story like at those were the times of placements, right?
Yes.
So I logged my Insta, I logged my Facebook, I logged my YouTube, and there was only thing that I was able to access was LinkedIn.
The most
And
powerful weapon.
yes, and so whenever I pick up my phone, I automatically go to LinkedIn, right? So there I saw a post about a competition that was organized by Microsoft, and from there I took a part in the competition. Then a 2 months journey, 2 months hiring journey, amazing journey, and then a 3 months internship, and now finally full time.
Achieved. So
Yes.
means when you were giving the interview of Microsoft for the internship,
Mhm.
so you were no, you were in a place where you had all the basics, all the data structure and algorithm you know, but you didn't
Okay.
have the industrial experience that time.
Yes.
So
So
what type of they means is it very tough interview or a basic one?
okay, so it was kind of totally different experience, right? So it's just that your basics should be clear.
Okay.
You must be confident, and obviously you must be technically correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So now let's what means so we have talked a lot about the tech stuffs. Now let's talk about your college life and your college journey, how you enjoyed those 4 years of your college, the clubs you
Okay.
joined, and all about that.
Okay. So all my college life, I was the center of attraction. I coming to club, I was the founder and president of a coding club. Okay. I did many events, like events in the city level,
Okay.
like events like I am a poet and writer also. So
Yes.
I also organized many. Me with my friends, we organized uh, some open mics, some open stages in different colleges and different cafes of the city. So that's how I evolved from being just an introvert to a guy who can talk to anyone.
So how this your means I've also listened to many of your poems and shairis basically. So how did you start writing means in a college you started or from the school
I
time you love?
started it in 11th class.
Okay.
And that's how I grew.
So how is the means since you were when your college times it was only your fourth year maybe when the
Mhm.
lockdown started. It was your final year maybe.
Yes, it was a boon for me.
You had attended at least three of your tech fests maybe.
Mhm.
So how was that
Two.
experience of okay two? So how was that experience of the tech fest? Because in Jabalpur, Gyan Utsav is like one of the biggest tech fest in Jabalpur.
Correct. And it's the best.
Yeah, the DJ nights and
Yes.
also how was that experience?
Yes. So we have a 1 week tech fest.
Yes,
So we have sports, we have different stalls, like whole college is decorated and celebrated as a festival, right? So it's the biggest festival of our college. So just like you might have not got a chance to
no,
attend it, right?
no.
Just wait for it. When the things will be good, just wait for it and don't miss it.
That definitely I'm looking forward to it because whole
Yes.
of the first year we've been into the online classes and all. And like
Yes.
we haven't really gone to college much.
Mhm.
So it's like a difficult thing for freshers right now.
Okay, so in tech fests, I was a kind of guy like who don't organize anything. It is because I want to enjoy the whole part.
Yeah.
So like for some time here, sometime here, sometime here. So I went to college and like roam in the college here and there and go to every place and enjoy everything. And that's why I never organized anything in the college.
Because when the tech fest is on, like for approx for 2 weeks, it's like different environment in the whole college. The
Correct,
studies are
correct.
off and just
Yes.
competitions all over there and
Just fun,
fest
just
fun.
fun. Fun.
So how you been like a kind of connections? How is connections necessary for anyone who's been passing out from an engineering background or technical background? The connections.
Uh, Connections, you mean the network, you
Yeah,
say.
network.
Okay. So connection, it's all about like how many people you know and how good you are in making relations, right?
Yes,
So I have good relation with everyone, like from my seniors, with my teachers, and with my juniors. Like
yes,
I was kind of guy like you can like if you need anything, you will look up to me, and I'll come up with a right person or right solution to it. I was always that kind of a guy. So I had a quite good network in the college and outside of college too.
yes. We can like when we were your juniors in the school, it's like open environment. We have gone to same coachings and all.
Mhm.
So it's
Yes,
always open with you.
yes.
So when make like when going to hackathons, if you talk about when making teams for hackathon, so how did you manage to make a good team? And because you were like,
I was not good at that. I just picked my six best friends and I went. It was not like pick up some like a guy with this quality and a guy with this quality. I was very bad at that. But even then we performed very good because it's all about the people, it's all about the team, right?
yes, definitely.
But I would suggest like prepare a good team. Like first select a project and then according to that project prepare a team, like the people who will work. But it's all about friends, right? So you can't compromise with them.
So now looking to some fun part where college students are more likely to bunk classes. So
Yes.
have you done that or
No,
never?
I was a very sincere guy from my school time till here. Never, never.
So means like the teachers, the academics, did it really help you, the academic subjects?
Obviously, yes. We have a good teachers, very good teachers. We have very good teachers, right? And if you go to them for anything like for studies or apart from studies, they will definitely help you. And academics, like I never went to any coaching in my 4 years. I did
Yes,
it on my own and with the help of those teachers.
yes. So like if you want to give students an advice about how to prepare from the scratch, the data structures and algorithms part, so what will you be suggesting them?
Okay, so not coming to the technical part, like it's available on the internet,
Yes,
everything is available. What I would suggest is data structure and algorithms need learning data structures and algorithms need a willpower that is equal to losing weight.
yes,
You can't do it alone. So I would suggest like start with a buddy, make a friend who also want to do data structure and be consistent with them. Be consistent with them.
that's great
Okay.
because
Start it with a buddy.
yes, because
You
with
can't do it alone. It needs a lot of willpower.
okay, so what would be your message to the students who are really aspiring to
Mhm.
get in any type of technical company or big tech companies?
Okay. So it's not about your 2 months hard work or your 4 months hard work. It's all about your consistent work from whole 4 years. Okay. And I would advise to be consistent and think big.
Okay,
Consistency is the key, and thinking big is very important.
yes.
Like if you
So
don't think about big companies, you will never land up there.
yes, because there are these myths about FANG companies that
Yes.
you're from tier 3 college, so you can not lend on them. But that's obviously a myth.
Yes, I am the example. We have
Yes,
people.
we have you as an example of Gyan Ganga that tier 3 college can be in that platform, but you have to
Yes,
believe in yourself.
yes. One of my friends is like, apply to be rejected. Why are you afraid of applying? At least apply. Think big.
Means, do you agree that these programs, like for second year or third year students, maybe there's a program Microsoft Engage, and there is many programs like Google Codes and all. So they really help. Will they really help people in getting
Yes,
these?
obviously they help. Like, if you get nothing from them, at least you will get experience, right?
Yes,
At least you will get a tag that I participated in there and I went to that level. So that will also add up to your resume. That will also add up to your confidence. You have things to talk about. You have things to talk about in interviews. You have things to tell to your juniors. So that's how every experience, you should take every experience, every technical or non-technical experience. Be open to things. Have a growth mindset.
that's great. It was really great talking to you, and thank you so much for joining with me here.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you all the best for your job at Microsoft. And thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much.